Another thing that I want to say, and y'all not gonna like what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it. Hi, hello, and welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Darianne, but you can call me D. And in this video, we're gonna be getting into some juicy topics, some relatively controversial topics. I did a little poll slash, no, not a poll, like a little question thing on Instagram, and I asked you guys to send me a bunch of topics that you want to hear me talk about on this channel, and you did. So I'm really excited about this video because I always talk about how much I love doing these sit down talk, like just chit chat videos. But I haven't been doing much of them lately, so I'm so excited to get into these topics. A little disclaimer though before we get into it. Everything I'm about to say in this video is my personal opinion, so if you have a different take or you disagree or whatever the case may be where I see something that rubs you the wrong way, I love a good discourse, I love a good intellectual debate, so let's chop it up in the comments if you have anything to say about the things that I'm going to discuss here today. Before we get into it though, I want you to do one thing for me, and that's head over to your kitchen and go get you a drink, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, because I'm about to go make me a drink. Alright y'all, so I'm in my kitchen and I'm about to make my drink, but I just wanted to say I am gonna make this a series where I ask you guys about topics y'all want to hear me talk about, whether it be something trending or something you just want to hear my take on. I'm gonna make this a whole series, but before each video I'm gonna make a new drink, a different drink for each video. And in today's video we're making something called the Flamingo. My man actually came up with this drink. He was adamant on me making sure to give him credit for this drink. He just threw a bunch of stuff together and it tasted really good, and so I thought I'd make it for y'all. If you'd like to make this drink with me, all you need are these items. You need some lemonade, some fruit punch, some sweet and sour mix, your choice of tequila, some ice, obviously a mixer or just 2 glasses that you can use, and a lemon as like a little garnish. All right, y'all ready? I don't have the whole mixology kit, so I don't have the whole mixology kit, so I'm gonna be using the cap of this mixer to measure everything. I've already lined the rim of my glass with some salt because that's what I like. And let me go get a spoon real quick. Hold on y'all, 1 second. All right, so let's pour some ice first and foremost. Into the mixer. We're gonna get some tequila. So we're gonna do 2 capfuls, I guess. I'm so sorry I don't have actual measurements, y'all. You just gotta eyeball it. So I'm gonna do 2 parts of the tequila. I'm gonna do some lemonade. I'm gonna do 4 of these. Did I just do 4? Was that 4 or 5? I stopped counting. Whatever. So lemonade, the sweet and sour mix is really concentrated. I got this from Publix if you were curious. We're gonna do 2 of these. And then lastly, this is what's gonna give it the flamingo-iness of it all, the little pinkish color. Just about half a cap of this, a little more. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared because the other day when Steven was making this drink, it spilled all over him. So I'm gonna just get one thing real quick. I'm gonna get some ice. This one. All right. You know I had to have the spheres for y'all, the little sphere ice cubes, because we bougie over here. Hello. All right. Come on now. You're embarrassing me in front of company. All right, here we go. All right, y'all. Let y'all see. And of course, gotta have our little cute garnish. let's head over back to the couch so we can get into these topics. All right, y'all, I got my drink. Let's do a little taste test real quick. Yep. Let me know if you try it down below in the comments. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, the first topic. Do you think this generation is made for marriage? That's a loaded question. I do, actually. I do think this generation is made for marriage because I feel like a lot of us, millennials, I'm guessing you mean millennials by this generation. I feel like millennials are very cognizant of our mental health, and I think that's a major factor in marriages working. Knowing yourself, having self-awareness, knowing your triggers, and knowing how to be the best version of yourself, and knowing that you're self-sufficient without someone, through like knowing that through therapy, through learning that through therapy. So I do think our generation is made for marriage, and I think that's such a huge misconception I feel like people have, because the rate of marriage, the percentage of marriage for us is a little bit lower. I think it's more so because we are more conscious of our decisions than the past generation was. I feel like, and I think a lot of us can attest to this, myself included, a lot of the people around us, a lot of the previous generation who are around us and are married are in very unhappy marriages, and since we know that, we've seen that, we've lived with it, we know better than to just jump into a relationship with somebody and hop into a marriage because I want to be married. You know what I mean? At least that's my experience and the people that I surround myself with. And even through like social media and watching people on TikTok or on Instagram or whatever, and just seeing how they carry themselves or how they talk about relationships and marriage. I do think the generation is made for marriage. However, I don't know. I don't know if all of us gonna get married, if you catch my drift, because I hear the dating pool right now is not where it needs to be. Okay, so another marriage one says, having kids before marriage. It just says having kids before marriage. I don't know, like, if you mean like, well, I guess you just want my take on it. Okay, having kids before marriage, I don't, ooh, that's a tough one, because everybody's situation is different, obviously. How do I feel about it personally? I wouldn't do it. I would not do it, you know, and I'm saying this as in me being who I am and me being a woman. I would never have kids before marriage, and I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, and I was just talking to my mom about this earlier, and my cousin actually, the toll that pregnancy takes on a woman's body is outrageous. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like, and literally medical providers describe a pregnancy as a tumor. Like, it literally is like a tumor growing inside of you, because it literally takes everything that you consume from you. Like, the symptoms of pregnancy, the likelihood of you dying, especially being a Black woman, the likelihood of you dying is insanity. And I just feel like not being married and going through that without having a partner who literally worships the ground that you walk on is insanity. I'm sorry. And I really don't know how some people do it. Like, it takes two people to create a child, but oh my God, I can't. Back to what I'm trying to say is, personally, I would not do it. I wouldn't recommend it, because I know that I wouldn't do it for myself. I would not recommend it to anybody else. Let me take a little sip. Ooh, this is hitting. I'm about to be drunk. One drink and I'm out, y'all. One drink and I'm lit. And this drink is a little strong. What I was gonna say is that marriage doesn't necessarily mean that the person that you're with is going to dote on you hand and foot or treat you like they should treat you. I just think it's the likelihood of somebody who has committed their life to you, the likelihood of them being there for you and supporting you and doing the things that need to be done in order for you to be as comfortable as possible, given the situation that you're in, which is pregnancy, is higher. The likelihood of somebody who's married to you, caring for you and doing the things that you need them to do during that time, that difficult time, is more likely than somebody who you're not married to, is what I'm trying to say. So I don't think I would recommend it, having kids before marriage, and I'm not a fan. But me, I'm the kind of person who, to each their own. everybody lives different lives and everybody's situation is different. So if that works for you, that works for you. But personally, I need my man to listen, because the way this body gonna have to go through it to have kids. You want me to have kids? You want me to walk around pregnant, carry around pounds of weight, fucking cankles. I heard that like some pregnant women get these like bulges in their armpits from like excess breast milk. Like what is the word when you tear when you have a natural birth? I forget what the word is, but you can tear when you have a natural birth, and that takes like 6 to 8 weeks to even heal. Like there's so many things. I just literally cannot fathom doing all that without somebody who's going to do the absolute most to make sure that I'm good. You know what I mean? So I don't condone it, but if it works for you, it works for you. Ooh, this is a good one. It says, the hot girl in quotes, is nakedness really a form of confidence? Ooh, child, okay. Okay, where do I even begin with this one? Is nakedness really a form of confidence? I don't know. To be honest, I think yes. I think it's important for us as women to take back the power of owning our bodies, or of having that bodily autonomy of saying, yes, I'm sexy, yes, I'm sexually liberated, but that does not mean that you automatically get access to me because I'm naked, if that makes sense. Like, what am I trying to say? Hold on, let me get my thoughts together. Not that liquor hitting already. Okay. Is nakedness a form of confidence? It can be. It can be, because some women do feel empowered and confident by, you know, showing more of their bodies, whatever that may mean for them, and some women don't. So I do think nakedness and like sensuality and just showing more of your body can be a form of confidence. If I'm speaking candidly, honestly, I have felt kind of sexy, like, you know, when you're wearing your little tonkinis, or like, you know, you look good and you know you're showing a little bit, like even right now, like I'm showing, like I am, this dress is a little cleavage heavy. Like I do feel empowered and I do feel sexy. So I think, yeah, nakedness or like showing your body, showing your assets can be a form of confidence. Yes, I do think so, honestly. So the next one says, everything is about like marriage and divorce. Celebrity divorces and how it affects the perception of marriage. Okay, here's the thing. I feel like some people put too much of an emphasis on celebrities. Some people put too much expectations on celebrities. And the truth of the matter is, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We really don't know about what goes on behind closed doors. And so basing our perception of marriage on people who we really don't know is a little crazy to me, to be honest with you. So I don't personally, and the people who are around me, who I frequent, I don't think that celebrities getting divorces affects my perception of marriage or anyone else around me's perception of marriage. And I can only speak from my own experience. So personally, I do not think that that celebrity divorces change anyone's perspective on marriage, and I don't think it should either. So if it does for you, I think you should honestly think about like why that is, because these are people that you don't know. These people whose walks of life you don't even know really, where their relationship began, or like how they got to where they are now, or what difficulties they had to go through in their marriage. But again, personally, in my personal experience, I don't see how that would affect anybody's perception of marriage, because celebrity is going celebrity, you feel me? Celebrities gonna do their wild shit behind closed doors, and we don't know nothing about it. So them getting divorced should not affect me or my perception of anything, to be honest. So the next topic is high value men. That's it, that's all this person said. High value men. Don't get me started. Y'all better get me started. Okay, high value men. I think that whole narrative it's completely misconstrued, honestly. I think a lot of women perceive a high value man as solely as someone who has money, who makes a lot of money and who can provide for them. However, in my opinion, I think a high value man should be individualistic. It should be subjective. It should be, okay, what does a high value man mean to me? Personally, obviously finances are important-ish, honestly, because I can't stand like transactional relationships because it just feels disingenuous to me. But obviously to some people finances are important, and I do recognize that finances are an important aspect of a relationship, because bitch, if we ain't got no money and we struggling all the time, like how is a relationship gonna grow if all we're thinking about is money? You know what I mean? So yes, finances are important, but like to me, for an example, on top of finances, on top of being driven and motivated and ambitious, I need you to have character. I need you to be a genuine person. I need you to be generous. I need you to be kind. I need you to be a leader, but also know when to step back and be led. I need somebody who is going to study me and love me enough to know what I like and understand me, and just so many things that I need in a man that is of value to me. And I think so many women, from what I've seen on social media, so many women take high value man and equate it to solely monetary. You feel me? I think we need to have that conversation. Like, there's more to people than money, and I hate how people just reduce people to things like money or like their body. And like, I've been hearing these podcasts or like these conversations on these podcasts about like how it just makes people seem so unidimensional. Like, we're so multifaceted as people, and y'all just reduce men to their pockets and women to their bodies and what they can provide for you sexually. Like, there's so much more to people. Like, have a fucking conversation with somebody and talk to them, pick their brain. Like, how do they think? What do they like? How do they feel? Like, y'all done got me started. That was basically my take on high value men. All right, the next topic. Y'all not ready for this. Y'all not ready for me to weigh in on this. This next topic is I think I'm gonna make this the last topic, actually. This next topic is the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock situation. All right, okay. My take is a hot one because I've seen on social media that a lot of women think that Will Smith was just defending his wife, was coming to the defense of his wife, who is a Black woman who suffers from alopecia. Absolutely makes sense somewhat. However, two things can be true at once. I feel like that's the nuance that people are not getting with this conversation, is two things can be true at once. Was Chris Rock's comment or joke or whatever it was about Jada's hair completely classless, tactless, and just absolutely unacceptable? Yes. Were Will Smith's actions also just as tactless and classless and absolutely ridiculous? Yes. I'm sorry. Both of them were in the wrong. And to be honest, another thing that I want to say, and y'all not gonna like what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it because that's just how I feel about the situation. A lot of us women, a lot of us Black women don't know what it looks like to be protected and think that that was protection. And it was not. And you know how I know it wasn't a Black woman being protected? You know how I know? Because Jada literally let out a statement that said that that's not what she wanted Will to do. And on top of that, I'm not even gonna get into the antics. I'm not even gonna get into the details. But that's how I know it wasn't him protecting her. It was about ego, to be honest. From what I saw from that video, it was about ego, okay? He was upset, and so he got up, to be honest, irrationally, and hit somebody on live TV. Like, I'm sorry, no, that's not, no, classless. I'm so sorry. On both ends, Chris Rock was absolutely wrong, and I've heard stories about like how Will Smith warned him, and he's done this before, all of that. So Chris Rock, ain't gonna lie, my boy, like you reap what you sow, I guess, but that doesn't make what Will did right. And then like the whole speech that he gave afterwards, where he was like crying and like he apologized but didn't really apologize. it was just a mess overall. It was embarrassing to watch on both fronts, both Chris Rock and Will Smith's part, to be honest. My take on that whole situation of like Will smacking the hell out of Will Smith smacking Chris Rock, I just think both of them were in the wrong. I don't think that that's what protecting a black woman looks like. I'm sorry. And I think protecting a black woman is also consulting with them to ask, what would you like me to do in this situation? Not just acting on your impulses and your ego, to be honest. And again, proven by her statement saying that she did not want him to do that. Like, that's not what she wanted out of that. Y'all, this drink is doing its thing. All right, y'all, that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If there was anything I said in this video that you disagree with or you have you want to comment on, please leave a comment down below. Like I said in the beginning, I love a good intellectual conversation. I love a good debate. So drop a comment down below and we can chop it up in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.